opportunities, and I feel the pressure personally too. Like many families, mine is stretched. When winter comes and the energy bills rise, this government's extra £150 payment will really help with this. There are growing challenges for working parents. Take, for example, a working mum in my community who works really hard, but yet faces overwhelming financial and emotional pressures between paying rent, buying food, working to get long hours to provide just about enough and caring for her children. This is not just about a personal hardship. Her story is sadly not a unique case. It reflects a widespread reality for many struggling families and is a consequence of delayed action. The lifting of the two-child benefit cap is a welcome and necessary response to this urgent crisis. These are just a few stories in a much bigger picture of families struggling, but the changes this Labour government have introduced, an increase in nursery places, the rollout of free breakfast clubs, and the creation of the Best Start family hubs all help get families back on their feet. Supporting parents and children is paramount to better access and opportunities and makes economic sense for our community. Children suffering because of the choices we have made. Together, we can make better decisions to ensure fair and equal opportunities so that no child is left behind. Parents and communities welcome this change because every child matters. I'm delighted today to introduce someone who understands this, our Prime Minister, Keir Starmer.
Thank you, Miata. That was great. And I think your family are going to get a bit of a shock because they had no idea that you were doing that live on television this morning. They will be very proud to see you standing up here delivering those words. So really, really good, Miata. Thank you very much indeed. And thank you to all of you for joining us at the Coin Street Neighbourhood Centre. And you may have seen downstairs, there's a nursery. I've been down there with the young children this morning, seeing them and the staff and seeing how the staff guide them from, in this nursery, 9 months to 4 years. And it is a real reminder that learning begins at such an early age and what a difference it makes. And that giving our children the best start in life, unlocking their full potential, is so important to our country's future. And that is the purpose of this government in a nutshell. Now, I said it at Labour Party conference. We have a plan for a Britain that is built for all. And we're going to unlock the potential of every single person and community in this country. Because whether it's our public services that don't work, the cost of living crisis holding it back, or whole regions of our country ignored as sources of growth. In the end, it's all about potential. And that's why the budget was a moment of personal pride for me. I do not want to see a country where children grow up in poverty. I don't think anybody in this country wants that. It is a fundamental British belief that every child should go as far as their talent will take them. And poverty is a barrier to that. Just think about it. Think about the skipped meals, the cold bedrooms, the school uniform that is too small or worn through. And think about a 7-year-old in that situation, a young girl or boy, who still has to go to school and face the world's gaze. Are they ready to learn to the best of their ability? Are we giving them a fair and equal opportunity to succeed? I think it's abhorrent. The Tories raised child poverty by 900,000. 900,000 children. That is their worst legacy, bar none. It's not just abhorrent, it's also counterproductive. On Wednesday last week after the budget, the Chancellor and I went to a hospital and we were speaking to the staff who'd gathered there. And we told them that we're lifting the 2-child limit, and they cheered. And they did so and they said to us, that matters because you wouldn't believe how many children come through our doors of our hospital because of poverty. poverty in Britain today. So this is a public services issue. It can help to lift the pressure on the NHS. It's an economic issue, a sound investment in our long-term potential. And it's a fairness issue. And this is what the Tories need to understand about the Britain that they built. 3/4 of children growing up in poverty today come from working families. Now, some of the parents I met downstairs, some of the parents I met in Rugby were on the road last Thursday. They told me, as so many parents do, that they're working harder and harder, but their wages struggle to meet their costs. And I know what that feels like. I remember my family sitting around the kitchen table, worrying about the bills. How are we going to pay them all? And we as a family couldn't pay them all. And that's why, in our case, our phone was cut off. And that is still the reality of Britain for far too many people. And so, yes, I am proud. I'm proud we scrapped the 2-child limit. I'm proud we're lifting over 500,000 children out of poverty. Proud we raised the national minimum wage again. That is what a Labour government is for, making life better for working families, unlocking their potential, and giving our children a fair chance to get on. And that is the story of the budget.